Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 4, 35 thalas, review of some key thalas in 35 thala cycle. We had completed 4 thalas in this level 4, 35 thalas. The 4 thalas are Tisra Jathi Triputa Thalam, 7 beat cycle, Ganda Jathi Triputa Thalam, 9 beat cycle, Misra Jathi Thalam, 10 beat cycle, Misra Jathi Triputa Thalam, 11 beat cycle. We had seen basic korvais, basic moras, creative ideas, and coinages of the first part and second part, understanding of ascending and descending sequences, how to combine phrases, how to effectively play the phrases. We learned so many techniques. Today, as a conclusive effort for level 4, I am going to conclude this episode with the thala Sangeerna Jathi Triputa, which is a 13 beat cycle. Before I get into this thala, I will start this class with a Tirukkural. Argha yelbittu chelvam adu petral arghuba ange seyal. What is the meaning of it? Selvam nilaikada yelbinai udayadu. Whatever the wealth, it is temporary. All materials are temporary. Very clearly stated by Thiruvalluvar in this Tirukkural. Attagay selvathai petral nilayana arangalai appode seyya vendum. If you suddenly get wealth, if you are blessed with getting those wealth, use those wealth in doing good deeds immediately and as your mind dictates, rather than hoarding it and not doing anything, making it a useless one. So with this good thought, we will enter into the class. We are now in Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thalam. I'm going to teach you for few basic interesting korvais. I would always deal this, a lot of people will think 13 is not a lucky number, but I always like 13 because it's like a deck of cards. If you multiply 13 by 4, it's 52. You have 52 cards. If anybody who had played the cards game, they will understand. There are several games they play. They play bridge, they play rummy, they play as, and there are no matching cards, and they do a lot of magic also using cards. It's like a deck of cards. So it's 13 into 452. It's like a deck of cards, and actually play quite a lot of puzzle games using this 13. Now I'm going to teach you a few very interesting korvai. Typically, a lot of people will take Adi Thalam korvai, Visrachapa korvai, and they'll try to play in 13 because they say they doesn't fall into the Jathi, and then they try to play something which are 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. They use all these patterns. But to me, if this thala exists, Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thala, it's for the mathematical progression, the way you can actually fill it with a progressive sequence. That's the idea which builds the creativity. All these 35 thalas are building creativity structures. So if you understand all these creativity, it's better when you actually deal with the core syllabus. The core syllabus, when I mean, is Adi Thalam, Rupaka Thalam, Misra Chapa Thalam, and Ganda Chapa Thalam. So when you all work on all these intricate thalas, those ideas you can take and then try to incorporate into the core thalas. That's the specialization which you will finally land up with. So, I will teach you few korvais, interesting korvais in Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thalam. The first korvai goes like this. Tadhi takadina tang. Tadikita tonti takadina tang. Tadikita tontakadina tang. Tadikita tandadikita tandadikita tanta. Very simple korvai. It perfectly fits 52 aksharas beautifully. The progression is tadhi takadina is the first phrase. Tit takadina, second phrase. Takadina, third phrase. Thang, tadikita tantang, tadikita tantang, tadikita tadikita tadikita. Tom is the conclusion. So beautifully spaced out, and it goes like this. So here the base I've changed from takadina thang to takadinadinta thang. Takadinadinta thang is changed to takadina thang. So tadikitathum is changed with tadithakadathum. Tadithakadathum is changed with ketatakatarikadathum. So these are all the shifts what you can make within the korvai to give a different dimension and color to the korvai. So it's a simple korvai. The second variation in this korvai, I am going to cut off this tadikitathum at each places. Taditakadinatham, tadikitatham, you remove the tadikitatham. Titakadinatham, tadikitatham, remove the tadikitatham. Takadinatham, you retain that last towards the end. We are going to patch these two tadikitathams to the end. Let's see how it works. Tadhi takadinatang, ti takadinatang, takadinatang, tadikitathum, tadikitathum, tadikitathum. Towards the end, when I say tadikitathum, 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 this dhum silence is equal to 5 beats, 5 aksharas. The 5 what you cut as the first part, the 5 what you cut in the second part becomes a korvai towards the end. It adds the beauty, aesthetic value to the korvai. So again I'll tell you, tadhi takadhinatang, ti takadhinatang, takadhinatang, tadikitathum dum dum, tadikitathum dum dum, tadikitathum tha. That's the second variation. You can do the reverse way. So there's another guy, I haven't, no, it's very obvious. When I teach you korvai, when I teach you variation, your mind also should go for this variation. What I can play differently, what I can do differently. What if I have to play tadinganatham? What if I have to play tadinganatham, what I need to reduce? All this should go at back of your mind immediately. So that gives a fresh outlook, and you will come out with some new ideas. Something different than what I taught you today. The third idea, taddi takadinna tadittakadaladam, tittakadinna tittakadaladam, takadinna takadaladam, tadikitatham tadikitatham tadikitatham. Again, taddi takadinna tadittakadaladam, tittakadinna tittakadaladam, takadinna takadaladam, tadikitatham 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 tha. Here, it's the sandwiching of 2 speeds. The phrase, whatever you tell in the first speed, the second speed you tell. In this case, the first part, tadittakadina, the second speed is tadittakadina. Thaha. So the tadittakadina, same speed of the second speed, you give the same korvai. Thaha is ta-ha. these 4 aksharas. So Taddit Tagadana is also 4 aksharas, Taha is also 4 aksharas. The second part, let's look at it. Tit Takadina, Tit Tagadana Tong. When I say Tit Takadina is a 6-syllabled phrase. When I do it in the second speed, it becomes 3-syllabled phrase. Tit Takadina. The same korvais tang you are giving. The beauty of arrangement is the second speed and the korvai is one of the same. In this case, Tit Takadina, Tit Takadana Tong. Tit Takadana and Tong are the same. Takadina, Takadana Tong. There also, Takadina is a larger phrase. Half of it next speed, Takadana Tong. And the connector is Tadikitatam. It's a single beat. Tadikitatam, Tadikitatam, Tadikitatam. Well structured. So Taddi Takadina, Taditagadana Tong. Tit Takadina, Titagadana Tong. Takadina, Takadana Tong. Tadikitatam, Tadikitatam, Tadikitatam. Here, the variations are quite many. Whatever I have taught you before. Tadikitatam replaced with Tadittakadam, Kidadikadam, Taditadikadam, Nantarikadam. All those things you can change. And Takadina, wherever is there, you can replace with Takadanadintha. In higher speed, if you are not able to play Takadanadintha, you can use the lower speed phrase itself. Meaning, Taddit Takadanadintha, Taddit Takadanadam. You can play Taddit Takadanadintha, you will not be able to play that because the speed is higher. So wherever the scope is there, wherever your hand is capable of playing the next speed, you can use and play and demonstrate your capability. That's important. So this is possible, it's technically possible, mathematically possible, but your hand should be cooperative to go and play to that speed. So these are the 3 variations for the first korvai. Now let's go and deal with some different ideas using this Takadanadam, Takadanadam, Takadana. We saw different varieties in Taddin in our family. If you go back to my level 3 lessons, I've taught you so many varieties by which you can play the Taddinna, Taddindinna, Taddindadinna, Takkitakadindinna, Taddinna, Taddindinna. All those combined way of how you can go and play, represent all the families, Karatakadim family, Thalam family, Takadanadim family, using different patterns, using reverse order, using forward. Go and look at it. And as you play and reduce using any of the formats, and after you reduce Tagadanadam, Tagadanadam, Tagadana, using Tagadanadam, Tagadanadam, Tagadana phrase, I will teach you this korvai. The first korvai, Tagadanadam, 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 Tagadanadam. I will first read it out and then I will teach you how to put it in the structure and I will also play and demonstrate to you. Tagadanadam, 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 Ta Dhi, Tagadanadam, 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 Ta Dhi, Ki, Ta Tum, Ta Di, Ki, Ta Tum, Ta Ding, Ganna, Tum, Ta Dikita Tum, Ta Dikita Tum, Ta Dikita Tanta. This is the korvai. So the first variation goes like this. Tagadanadam, Tagadanadam, Tagadanada. Ta Tagadanadam, Tagadanadam, Tagadanada. Ta Di, Tagadanadam, Tagadanadam, Tagadanada. Ta Di, Ki, Ta Tum, Ta Di, Ki, Ta Tum, Ta Dinganna, Tum, Ta Dikita Tum, Ta Dikita Tum, Ta Dikita Tanta. Like that you have to play. Now again, whenever I teach you, I always teach with variation. The next variation is reduce the korvai from Taha to Tam. So let's see, first of all let's understand the korvai and then I'll demonstrate you by telling it in structure and also playing it. Tagadanadam, 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 Ta Tagadanadam, 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 Ta Di Tagadanadam, 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 Ta Dikita, Ta Dikita, Ta Dikita, Ta. It easily lands up beautifully with the 2 korvais. That's the second variety of this korvai using tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadana. The third variety, of course, is without the karvai. Let's see how it comes. Tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, di, tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, di, ketatantam, ta di, ketatantam, ta di, ketatantam. Let's look at this variety too. Tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, di, tagadanadam, tagadanadam, tagadanada, di, ketatantam, ta di, ketatantam, ta di, ketatantam. That's the third variety. So these are all prosaic thalas, as I told you. But the idea behind teaching all these and giving these concepts is for enriching your core syllabus. As I told you, the four thalas. These ideas you can incorporate and try to see how you can fit into those thalas. We will see all these in level 5 and level 6, more in level 6, how we're going to take few concepts out of different thalas and how we can adapt it into in core thalas. That's the main idea of level 6, which is advanced studies. The third variety I'm going to teach you in this episode is again a different dimension. Tatakadinatong, tatakadinatong, takadinatong, takadinatong. Takitatong, takitatong, takatong, takatong, tatong, tatong, ta, di, ki, ta, tung, ta, di, ta, tum, ta, di, ta, 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 di, ta, 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 di, ta, tum. That's the korvai. Let's see how it comes. Tatakadinatong, tatakadinatong, takadinatong, takadinatong, takitatong, takitatong, takatong, takatong, tatong, tatong, ta, ti, ki, tak, tung, ta, ting, ta, tum, ta, di, ta, 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 di, ta, 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 di, ta, ta. That's how you have to play this korvai. Now the same tathakadina, instead of tathakadina, you are going to increase the karvai from thang. We will either increase or decrease and see how it comes. The first one we will try with tathakadina thaha. Let's first of all understand the korvai and then I'll teach you how to put it in structure and play. Tatakadinataga, tatakadinataga, takadinataga, takadinataga, takitataga, takitataga, takataga, takataga, tataga, tataga, takitatum, tadikita, takitadhum, tadikita, takitadhum, tadikita. This is the idea. See, let's see how it comes. Tatakadinataga, tatakadinataga, takadinataga, takadinataga, takitataga, takitataga, takataga, takataga, tataga, tataga, takitadum, tadikita, takitatum, tadikita, takitatum, tadikita. So this is another brilliant idea for 104 aksharas. The third idea is reducing the karvai to 2. Let's see how it comes. Tatakadinatam, tatakadinatam, takadinatam, takadinatam, takitatam, takitatam, takatam, takatam, tatam, tatam, tam, tam, ta, di, ki, taga, di, ki, taga, dogum, ta, di, ki, ta, dung, ta, dingan, ta, dikitatam, ta. Let's see with this variety. Tatakadinatam, tatakadinatam, takadinatam, takadinatam, takitatam, takitatam, takatam, takatam, tatam, tatam, tam, tam, ta, di, ki, ta, tum, ta, di, ki, ta, tum, ta, dingan, ta, dikitatam. to play this part. So this is more of concentration, memory, and what you need to do. And if you're getting an opportunity to play a showcase, all I would suggest is first of all go through these notes and see what can come to your mind. Tell 10 times, 20 times. And the best and easiest part, whatever you can remember, take those. You need not have to play all the things. Whatever I taught you about 15 or 16 korvais, you just take 4 out of the kitty. And then by heart it nicely, and then try to reproduce initial stages to go about it. That's the best way to go about it when you're going to handle complex thalas. So as you go and get more experience, you'll be able to play on the spot, on the fly, certain maths which will come to you directly. So it's by experience, by years of experience, and by your constant thinking and playing, you get the expertise. This you should have in mind. Learning is one aspect of it, and working on it continuously is another aspect of it, and that's the need of the art. You can learn very quickly in 6 months the entire syllabus, but that's not the point. You should digest everything. You can't consume everything on the 3 year food you can't consume in about 3-4 months' time. You will die. Similarly, you can't digest an entire curriculum, even if you're smart, you can't digest in a shorter time frame. But it requires a necessary time for you to digest and understand and have a firm footing of this knowledge for a long time goal. So this is a great art, and I don't want you to think it very simple. Oh, this is a simple idea, I can do this. But I'm telling you, if you don't touch the instrument for a few days, and this is what I remember in Reader's Digest, when Ravi Shankar was interviewed, he was asked by the critics how many days, how many hours he practiced, and his answer was stupendous answer. The answer what he gave was, if I don't practice for a day, I notice it. If I don't practice for 2 days, critics notice it. If I don't practice for a week, audience notice it. Isn't it a wonderful response? And it's so true. You need to practice every day to be on your foot, on your toes, on your fingertips. The essences. Although you should think constantly, only then this art can flourish. Otherwise, if you're going to just go learn on the fly and keep forgetting things, there's no meaning in actually pursuing this art. And any passionate student, if he wants to go places, he needs to think continuously and go through and then learn from the masters and equip himself. With this good thought, I'm concluding this class with the Tirukkural. I'll see you with more korvais in the next class. நாள்கெட ஒன்று போல் காட்டி உயிர் ஈரும் வாழது உணர்வார் பெறின். What is the meaning of it? வாழ்வை ஆராய்ந்து உண்மை உணர்வினை பெற்றவர்களுக்கு, if a person has analyzed his life's journey and if they have understood what life is, they will understand the subtle point. The point is, நாள் என்பது ஒரு கால அளவை போல தன்னை காட்டி உயிரின் வாழ்நாளை சிறிது சிறிதாக அறுக்கும் வாள் என்பது விளங்கும். A day is something like a sword which cuts your lifespan a little by little, and you will understand if you can understand life. So we should not waste time. The moral of this Tirukkural is, we should not waste time. Everybody is blessed with so many years of living, but every day when it's lost, it's as good as a sword is cutting your lifespan in a small pieces, and you have to understand that in the right sense. I will see you in the next episode with more korvais in Sangeerna Jathi, Triputa, Thalam. Until then, Pavanur Arvediya signing off. Episode 1, Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 52 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tadittakadinatong, tadikitatunditakadinatong, tadikitatuntakadinatong, tadikitatunta. Episode 1, Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thalam, Korvais 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 104 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Tatakadinatong, tatakadinatong, takadinatong, takadinatong, takitatong, takitatong, takatong, takatong, tatong, tatong, ta, tikita. Episode 1, Sangeerna Jathi Triputa Thalam, Korvais 3, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 52 aksharas. Interpretation of korvai goes like this. Takadanadam, 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 tat takadanadam, 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 tad di takadanadam, 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 tadikita.